Before you go ahead and jump into a game that's flying under the radar, absolutely zero hype, but quite possibly might be the greatest RPG of this year, let's talk about 10 facts before you buy Wasteland 3. What up everybody, welcome to the channel. I am your host Mike Fury and I make informative videos just like this one, so please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and check out the Patreon so you don't miss out on any future content. Fact number 1, basic information. Wasteland 3 releases on August 28th on PC, Xbox, and PS4 for the retail price of $59.99. It will also be on Gamepass at launch, so mark your calendars. Fact number 2, the story is 100 years after the atomic annihilation and what looks like a direct aftermath of the events of Wasteland 2. You reprise your role as a desert ranger, but after a mission that goes wrong, you are left alone as the sole survivor of Team November. Now you will have to gather resources, recruit new members, and recreate your squad to save or maybe destroy Colorado. The story will run more or less around or maybe over 50 hours with up to 10 ending points. That is multiple endings galore. Number 3, world. 2 hub areas, one being your base of operations known as your ranger base. Here you will recruit, pick missions, add side quests, engage in dialogue, buy equipment, etc, etc. You guys already know what you do in a base of operations. Then you have Colorado Springs, which is much bigger than Wastelands 2 Arizona, but this is more unforgivable. This is the mountains, this is snow, dark weather, like intense locations, secret locations of course, abandoned areas, bases, random events, radiation. This is just awesome. Number 4, traversal. In Wasteland 3, you have vehicles. This is a brand new addition to the Wastelander formula, when back then in Wastelanders 2 in Arizona, you actually had a little sprite that was kind of supposed to resemble your vehicle. But now you actually get a full-fledged vehicle that plays a bigger role. They are fully customizable with shielding, storage, mounted guns that you could actually use during combat. And this is a great improvement. I'm happy that you could actually not only customize it, but you could actually use it in-game. Number 5, character creation and character duels. Character creation is just as important as always. You could always just use the basic designs that they give you, or you can legit just grab them and just customize them to your heart's desire, adding stats, perks, quirks, portraits, and many more. You could also use the pre-made duels that the game has created with their own specific backstory. That just adds another way of you playing the game and having to replay it, because now you just want to do it with the specific duels in mind. This is also like some awesome things that would only be akin to Divinity Original Sin, the first game, where you had specific characters that were already pre-made. Number 6, co-op and multiplayer. 2 friends could play the entire story together. This isn't no sub extra story that they're adding on. No, the full-fledged entire story can be played with a friend. Now the cool part is that you can not only just go ahead and beat the game together, you know, as in one unit, and go straight bulldoze through the game. You could also just split up and watch as each and other's different choices and consequences affect each other. That's gonna be really sick. So right then and there, if we just add those random factors, the game will give you multiple ways of just playing through this behemoth. We're talking about at least, oh my god, it's like 10 or 11 or like 15 different types of possibilities of you playing through this game. That is awesome. Number 7, choice and consequence. It is a staple in the Wasteland franchise. This time around, they wanted to make it stronger, have it run deeper. They put a lot more effort into it. Now, the choices that you make are long-term. For example, if you kill a random NPC or you let one die, this could completely block off certain choices later on. I love this right here. This is what great RPGs are made out of. Number 8, factions. Another staple in the Wasteland franchise. There will be at least 5 separate factions. Let's not even talk about DLC, because last time they came around with a director's cut and added much needed improvements. But I digress. Let's keep on going. 5 factions, not counting the Rangers. Now you're ranging from refugees, an army, some marshals, a cult, and some families with all different weapons and tactics and perspectives and philosophies. This is gonna be glorious. Number 9, dialogue. Previously in Wastelanders 2, you were limited in dialogue due to the simple budget of the title. Now we have much more money backing it due to the simple fact that Microsoft is now backing the game. Now you have fully voice acting and a new perspective camera that's going to allow you to see the emotions of each and every character. Well, each and every important character, because it's only going to zoom in for important characters. But you get the idea. Fully fledged voice acting and emotion and expressions. Number 10, combat. Imagine Fallout, XCOM, 6 members with differing abilities, different action points, different weapons, stats, strengths, weaknesses through an isometric view. You will pick your spots, use Overwatch, aim at limbs, use environmental hazards, and a plethora of armors and weapons to your advantage. The amount of gore and craziness that you will be pulling off in this game, it's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be awesome. Just because I love you guys. Post-launch DLC was a big factor in the Wastelander 2's director's cut. So I'm expecting a director's cut of Wastelanders 3 as well. It's gonna bring much needed improvements, probably to UI and to specific characters. You're gonna have more quests, more weapons, more quirks, extras to make the package even better, and maybe even they go the full-fledged DLC route and make story DLC. And that is it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see future videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to become part of the family, go ahead and check out my Patreon along with all my social media links. They're all down in the description below. Until next time, you guys, thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure. Mike.